Hey everyone, how are you all doing? So today we are going to create a complete automation from scratch, step by step, where we will create automatic posts on Instagram using artificial intelligence. We will create the image and the text, but before publishing, there will be a confirmation. On Telegram, it will show the image and the text. If you approve, it will make the post. So it's a new node available in n8n where you can approve, and this approval can be used for many other things, so it's interesting for you to learn. So we will do it step by step. I would like to ask you, if you are not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel to help, as the channel is new. I intend to bring a lot of relevant content for you, but I ask for your support to subscribe and already leave a thumbs up. To increase the video's reach, let's go to the computer screen to do this automation. So folks, we are going to do this automation step by step. These are the two flows here. In this case, this one and also this one, which will be the form flow. Before starting from scratch here, I want to show you this automation in action, so you have an idea of what you will have at the end of the step by step. There will be approximately maybe about 3 lessons, because there are quite a few connections that need to be made here. So, to avoid having a very long video, it will be divided into 3 lessons, probably 3 or maybe 2. Here we will have a new node, which will be the human intervention. So, in this case, to have this human intervention, you will need to approve and disapprove. It's in the n8n version here, 178.0. 178.0, 178.0, 1 or above. In this case here on the channel, there is also a video teaching the installation of Easy Panel and also n8n in Q mode. Step by step here as well, in an automatic and simplified way, in case you're interested. So there's also this flow here that we are going to build. I will show it in operation here for you, this automation. We will have this address here on the internet, which is a form where it will remain active. Then you will enter the hashtag that you want the automation to, search for the top trends of that hashtag, and create an automation for you in the same line, a publication in the same line. And then in the same sense, it will depend on the instructions you give to the artificial intelligence. So I will enter here, for example, fitness, and then I will submit this form. Here I will have a button to return to be able to make another publication, right? Here he goes, after it runs through this entire other flow here, which it is probably executing, and it is executing, it will ask here on my Telegram, it will create this publication, the text and also the image to be published on Instagram. And it will ask if I approve or not this one yet, because this one was already here. During the tests I was doing, it will run the flow there and it will ask if I approve or not the publication in this case. Here, look, we can see the flow is waiting for approval, which is a new node that was implemented by Nate. It's not showing up here yet, but if I go to my Telegram, it has already created the publication. The image it created was this one through the EPT chat, and the text here was created. Here we are using, let's check, the Psyche one, because it's cheaper here to create the text and also the image prompt. The image is created here by the ChatGPT. Here I am, I have it shows me here so I can approve or not this publication. If I click and do not approve, it will not publish on my channel. Now, if I click approve, it will open a link here and then I can close it. This link is a new update from n8n, and then I go to my Instagram, which I created for testing. I will refresh it and it will be here, the publication which I approved. So it's a publication automation tool. Here we are using the form. However, you could also use the scheduler to make a post every day. It will depend a lot on how you want to manage it. So we are going to start from scratch here to create from this form, and then we will move on to the part of building the flow that makes the post, that does the research. This flow here also does the research, picks up the top trends of the topic from the hashtag you chose, and it conducts research. This artificial intelligence, based on all the information from the research, creates a post for you. And here it creates an image, confirms on Telegram, and makes the post directly on your Instagram, which will be connected. So let's start from scratch, step by step, this automation. Let's create a new automation here from scratch. I can save here, exit, and create a new one. So this first one will be the one where we will make the form. No. Here. You can name it whatever you want. We will add the form here. What is the form? It's where we can publish it on the internet to input information, insert information the way we want. So here we will choose this trigger. Just a detail that with this trigger here, we won't be able to, we will need to respond here when it doesn't give the option we want to put, which is, let me just take a look here at the other one, which is using the response for the webhook node. So what are we going to do? We are going to revert to the previous version of this node. You go here to copy the node. Open a notepad. We are going to paste it. I will change the version here to 2.1. And then I copy this code. I don't need to save it here. Then I delete this and press Ctrl V on the screen. And then I will be able to choose the option I want, which is using the response here from the webhook. So I will put a title here. I will put Instagram. Then I will put here hashtag, which will be the name of the placeholder field that is not needed, and I will set it as mandatory to have this field so we can type and it won't allow proceeding without typing. Let's just take a look, put the test. It doesn't work here yet because when I set this mode, I have to place the node at the end. Otherwise, it doesn't accept it. So I can even put it here. Look, response, respond to add a book. Here I will put text, which I will change later. I can put anything here. I'll put 1, 2, 3. Now I can normally test the form I am creating. So let me just see what I put here. Okay. Here I placed an HTTP request to call the other flow there and pass on what hashtag I put here in the form. So we go here, look, I'll add an HTTP request. We are going to make a request to the other flow to be able to pass the information. It will be a post that I will not put here yet. I'll put Bor. The Bor is here to send information, which will be the hashtag itself. I will pull the value from the form here. It won't let me put it here. I put anything just so I can run it once and get the correct data. Don't stop. test. When it's not showing up here, what you can do is come here, copy the test URL. You can open it in your browser and it will be there. And then I will put it in listening mode, right? Because it will ask, I need to fix it here, right? The URL, password, and it won't let it be, all right? So let's save this form. And let's start creating the other flow just for us. I was already able to continue here, so we will go here. And we will create a new workflow, which will be the actual Instagram here. But you can name it whatever you want. Post. The actual post here. We will start it with a web hook. However, the test here and then. And it's set to post, right? And in test mode, I can't call it from my flow here. I don't know if it's because I'm using the n8n installed on the cloud, but anyway, I will get it here. Here's the production URL of this webhook. I will take it from production, save it, and activate it here. I need it to be active to later be able to capture the execution here. So I will go to this flow that I left from, right? Let me just go back to it. I will go to the one I'm creating and I will put the URL. And I will run it once here. I will put anything here. Look, fit. In this upload, I will click the button and now I will update here. Look, I will pull the correct data that I want, right? Which is the hashtag and. Let me see if there is any more information. Oh, here it is. As follows. And here, I just want that when I click the button on the form and submit something that it returns to me. There is a button on the screen to go back here to this. For this here, I will put it in production. I asked the APT chat to create for me an HTML page for me to paste here. Look, it's text. I'll go there. APT chat creates an HTML page for me, which has a button that is responsive. That when I click the button, I return to this address here, which is the address here of the webhook of the form. Well, then it will create for you this page. Then you can ask to change the color, and then it creates the HTML for you, and you will paste this HTML here, and then it's in text format. The text format. I will save here. I will also activate this flow. In this case, here in my code, I think I need to change the address, right? Because as I'm using the other code there, this URL will be different. Let me just grab here and change the URL. I can also provide you with this code. So, in case you want to use the same one, but you can ask the chat app to create it for you. I will copy here again. I will proposer here. And then I will save, and then I can grab it here. Now, the production URL. And if I put it here on the internet, It will already be available here to use. And then I will put anything here. Test 1, 2, 3. Because we still don't have the flow there, so it won't search. I need to submit once here. And then it already created a button here for me to go back to case. I wanted to make another publication, so I go to the flow I'm creating. I go here to executions and grab the one that was executed. And then I will open this execution. I will copy it. I go back here to the editor. Let me increase it a bit here, and then I will paste it here so I can work. Here, automatically, I will save. Now I have this information saved. I will save here. Also, and now I can keep working here. The flow, right? So, to do. The first thing we are going to do here, looking at the original flow. Let me just grab it here for a minute, please. So here, we are going to make a call to an API that is free, which allows you to use up to 500 requests per month for free. It's a very good API platform. There are several others as well, which you can check out there. We are going to create this account here for us because it has a search feature. What are the top trends on Instagram? So we are going here. The first thing we are going to do here is create this thread here, which has this API that, and we are going here. Oh, let me just go back. Let's put a field here. Which will be the API. API, the key of API, which we don't have yet. We will generate it, and also the API. And also here we will pull the hashtag, which will be the one that came from the flow. Let's take it here and drag it, because it will come from the other flow that is in the form. It's okay. We are going here, and we will save. You will enter the site rapidappy.com and create your account. This account of mine, I created it from scratch for this lesson. Here, there is nothing installed or even needed to install. Just create your account and answer some questions, and you will already land on this homepage. And here, and we will go straight to the API of Instagram. Here, which they have for free here, up to 500 requests that we will search here. For this API, you don't need to create any key here, as it already creates it for you automatically. So I will type Instagram here. And this one here is the first one. Here you have several, then you check if it has the same name. You will open it. And here you will have your key. And here are the connection details, right? What that we are going to do here, we want, and then there are several calls here that you can take a look at if you want, right? Here, we want this hashtag, which is the get hashtag and posts. We are going to click on it. And here, look, we have the code, the URL, right? And here are the parameters as well, which I can send. So the first thing we're going to do is take this code here. Look, copy it. You go here in your workflow. We're going to put here n HTTP request. No need to change anything here. Look, import the URL, paste, and give it an import. It already configures here. Look, most of the things that need to be configured, including that it even put the key, your key, is... Just take a look here. What else we will need to put? We need to put here, right? The parameters that it already put are the parameters, but then we are going to put the hashtag here. We are going to pull it from the flow, right? I can leave it here, look, and I'm going to do a test. Necessary to subscribe now to the page. So I'm going back here, look. And I have to look, click here, look to subscribe to it. To subscribe, I'm going to choose the free plan, right? I am going to make this subscription here. I don't know if any key changed here. I will copy it again. Go to import your URL here. And I will do an import. And I'm to test here. That one already brought me the content about the call here, look, which was already subscribed here, look. But then I want to change here the things and the formats. But actually, I think I got it wrong. Here, let me just look at what I didn't get here. I want the hashtag that has these parameters that I got wrong. I will do it again. I'll go here to get hashtag or copy the code. I will go back again to my course. And I will just do an import. That one has a value that is already predefined. It will get the top trends for me on this subject. Then it brings images, brings text, brings a lot of things here. Afterwards, we will process all this information. Here, there are some parameters that I can set. You go here to parameters. The feed here, the type of feed. Here you have top recent, the most recent, the ones at the top. So I can set it here. Copy this. And then I go here. And I will add one more parameter here, which will be the type, which will be the top. And here in the hashtag value, I will pull from this initial field, which will also be coming from the form. So I will save this now. Here, saved it. So we are already connected. We have already created the initial form, and we have also created the connection with the API. So next time we will continue with this automation.